Joining me now is Chuck Todd, moderator of Meet the Press. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Christy.
You'll be talking about the state of the Republican Party today with Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, and we're seeing that play out here with former President Trump weighing in on the voting law. He's calling it too weak. How much more difficult did he just make it for Republicans to sell this law to Georgia citizens with those comments?
Oh, I think it's not just making difficult to sell the law, Christy. This is a death spiral of trust in elections, period, with what's happening here. So think about the rationale that we had heard from some Republicans over the last few weeks before former President Trump weighed in on the most recent law. They had said, well, the real need to do this is you gotta restore trust. There's a whole group of voters that need to see something to restore trust in the elections, right? That had been one of the ways that some Republicans were defending this, trying to say, hey, look, you may not like the motive of Trump here, but you have to restore some confidence. Well, now here comes former President Trump saying, nope, no confidence. So now a bill that was passed, attempted to restore confidence on the right in the election process, has not done that. And you also now have eroded confidence in the election process among those on the left. So now neither side has confidence in this. And that's the death spiral of trust in the democracy. So this, to me, is a bigger problem than just selling the plan. I think now this has just exposed what this whole thing was about from the get-go, which was somehow appeasing Donald Trump. Well, he's not appeased, and look at the collateral damage now.
Okay, let's pivot to Georgia Democrats now. Is Major League Baseball's decision to move the All-Star game out of Cobb County, you think that's going to hurt them? Would Republicans be smart to use it against them in the next 18 months?
So, you know, I do understand why Georgia Democrats are nervous about this, and they weren't necessarily in favor of the boycott. Look, baseball's decision makes a lot of sense when you look at it through the prism of baseball and their business. It may not have been in the best interest of the Braves or Georgia, but it was in the best interest of the league because they didn't want to have all of their players asked if they were going to boycott or the managers asked if they were going to boycott and have 3 months of this constant coverage. They wanted to get away from it. Right? So they made a business decision that through there you get it. But this hurts the local economy. Look, we had the All-Star game here in Washington a couple years ago. It's fantastic, okay? It's a big loss. This is not a small loss for you guys there. And so, yeah, I think this could certainly have some traction with some voters, which is why you saw folks like Stacey Abrams and John Ossoff, while praising MLB for being thoughtful about it, weren't necessarily saying they were supportive of the decision.
That's very true. That is very true. Okay, Chuck, thank you very much. Meet the Press airs today at 10 following Weekend Morning right here on 11 Alive.